Hello students. In this video and the next two videos, we're going to show you how to convert fractions to decimals. Now it turns out some fractions are nice. In other words, it's easy to convert them to decimals. Some fractions are useful, so they're commonly used, but it's a little bit harder to convert them to decimals. So for those, I just recommend you memorize them. And then finally, you have some fractions that are not nice, and we'll convert those to decimals using a calculator. So let's get started. Okay, these are some of the nice fractions. Now, nice fractions are ones that can be converted to a fraction with a denominator of 10 to get tenths, or can be converted to a denominator of 100, so we can get a decimal with 2 decimal places, or in some cases to a denominator of 1,000 to get 3 decimal places. Now, once again, as I say with all of these questions, if you already know, for example, that 1/2 is 0.5, just write it down. If you know that 7 on 20 is 0.35 or 35 hundredths, just write it down. So I'm just going to show you how to do the conversions if you can't actually do it in your head. So use your head first, use your common sense, or I should say your numeracy, your number sense, if you can, but if not, then use this method I'm going to show you here. Okay, so can I convert 2 into 10? Well, the answer is yes, I can, by multiplying by 5. If the answer was no, I would have tried to convert it to 100. And that gives me 5 over 10, and 5 tenths as a decimal is 0.5. Okay, what about 7 tenths? Well, that one's dead easy. That's already as tenths, so that I can just write as 0.7. Finally, what about 7 over 20? Well, I can't convert 20 into 10, but I can convert that into 100. It's a nice fraction because 20 times 5 is 100. And 7 times 5 is 35. And 35 over 100 is 0.35. Okay, I'd like you to have a go, please, at the remaining 3 questions. Okay, let's see how you went. Well, once again, you might know that 3/4 is 0.75, in which case you can just write the answer down. If you didn't know that, or you weren't confident, we've got to convert that 4 to a 10 or 100 or 1,000. Well, I can't make it into tenths, but I can make it into 100 by multiplying by 25. 4 times 25 is 100. 3 times 25 is 75. And that gives us 0.75. Okay, you might know that 1/5 is 0.2, and therefore 2/5 is 0.4. But if not, here's how you can actually work it out. Well, 5 can be converted into 10, so I can change this into a fraction with a denominator of 10 by multiplying top and bottom by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 tenths as a decimal is 0.4. And the last one, I can't convert that to 10, but I can convert it to 100 by multiplying by 4. And 13 times 4, well, if you play cards, you know there's 13 cards in a suit, 4 suits, and that gives us a total of 52 cards. So that is 0.52. So to summarize, if you know what the conversion of a fraction to a decimal is, just write it down. So halves, quarters, tenths are all easy. Even fifths are ones that you should know. If you don't know if you don't know what the conversion is, then you can actually work it out by converting your denominator to either tenths or hundredths or even thousandths. Okay, that's the end of that video, and we'll move on to the next one shortly.